accusing acting DHS Secretary Chad Wolf, as well as Ken Cuccinelli, the acting head of Citizenship Services, of repeatedly directing officials to alter intelligence reports to line up with the president's misleading public comments. Both Wolf and Cuccinelli tried to alter a report to downplay the threat posed by white supremacists while bolstering the threat that leftist groups pose out of concern about how the initial language on white supremacy would reflect on the president. This is according to documents that have been reviewed by CNN as well as a source familiar with the situation. I want to go to CNN senior justice correspondent Evan Perez. Evan, who is this whistleblower and what does he say he was instructed to do?
Well, Brianna, his name is Brian Murphy, and he ran the Homeland Security's intelligence section. And what they do is they provide these intelligence reports that get sent out to state and local governments to know what is happening, across the country with regard to intelligence, the intelligence that they're getting. And one of the things that he says in this complaint that he has filed with the Homeland Security Inspector General is that, according to him, Chad Wolf, Ken Cuccinelli, urged him to essentially match what the president is saying outside on the campaign trail, what the president has been saying and the White House has been saying from the White House regarding the threat from Antifa and anarchist groups, that the intelligence report should be coming that should match what the president has been saying, that there's a greater threat from these leftist groups and less of a threat from these white supremacist groups that the Homeland Security Department was trying to issue a warning about. There's a separate allegation that he has now made, by the way, Brianna. He says that, according to him, the department was also instructed to downplay the threat from Russia with regard to election interference and to emphasize the threat that was posed by China. Now, that also matches the rhetoric from the president, who doesn't really want to hear. We've heard this repeatedly from officials who left the department and who left the administration. The president doesn't really want to hear about the threat from Russia. He wants to hear about the threat posed by China, in part because the Russians are trying to help his re-election, according to the intelligence community. So these are now reports that are being filed by the Homeland Security Inspector General. And we expect that Democrats at the House Intelligence Committee are going to call Brian Murphy to testify to hear more about these allegations. Again, that these top officials were getting instructions from senior officials at the White House on how to match these intelligence reports with what the president is saying.